Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is a impromptu live, okay? I had not planned this, but I figured that I would just share with you guys what's going on and give you a quick update. So, for those of you that are just joining me here, if you're catching this on replay, awesome. Thank you for checking this out. I think you'll be excited if you are either hiring or looking to get hired. So if you are looking to hire freight brokers or freight agents or dispatchers or freight salespeople because you want to grow your business, you're going to enjoy this. If you, on the other hand, are any of those people and you're looking to get hired, maybe as an independent agent or an independent salesperson, or maybe even as hired inside as a freight broker, as an employee, a W-2, I think this is really going to help you out too. Okay. So before we dive into this, before we dive into the announcement and what we're doing here, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Give me a quick heads up in the chat box. Let me know where you guys are coming in from. Hit me up with the city and state. This is not going to be one of your normal Freight Broker Bootcamp lives that we do every Monday. This is going to be much shorter. This is much more of an announcement. This is much more of just kind of sharing a new tool with you. Okay. So this is a tool that you guys all will have access to 100% free. So I'm going to dive into that. But before I do, welcome Tiffany from Berlin, New Jersey, Leon from Ontario, California, Jay Ward from Dallas, the Haggard Institute. Oh, geez, man, we got a bunch of people just joined in. Lavera from Lafayette, Tahir from Mississauga, Wawa from Dallas. We got Latrice Duggar from Ashland, Wisconsin. We got Misha from Schaumburg, Illinois. Robert Sparks from Waco, Texas. Mike Asadi from Dothan, Alabama. Sam Lipscomb. Welcome, Dad Vader from Orlando, Florida. Matthew Fox. Cindy Kane. Captain, Kevin Keogh. Everybody. Elizabeth. Candace from Canby, Indiana. Welcome. Thank you for joining me, guys. Again, this is going to be a little shorter. This is more of an announcement. Again, I will be doing my normal Freight Broker Bootcamp live on Monday at noon, but I decided to go live impromptu because I wanted to share this with you. It's pretty exciting. So let me tell you a quick story and how this whole thing came about. I've had Freight Broker Bootcamp for over a decade now. Have trained over 10,000 students as freight brokers and freight agents throughout that time. And throughout that time, I've had many students that have went on and launched their freight brokerages or their freight agencies. And they've come to me and asked me, how can I hire other students of Freight Broker Bootcamp? And I did not have a mechanism for hiring them, right? I didn't have a tool or a mechanism for a way for them to connect with other students and hire them. Yes, we have the members only Facebook group, and that works pretty good for networking, but specifically if you're hiring, we don't. And so I really didn't have an outlet for them. And then on the other side of the coin, I always had people that wanted to be freight agents that went through the training and wanted to become a freight agent, but didn't have a broker that they could work under. They didn't know where to go. Their first question is, where do I go to get a broker? How do I get hired without any customers? And so what I decided to do recently, I kind of put out some feelers to try to test the water and see if you guys thought this would be valuable to you. And so what I decided to do was to launch a job board. Now this is, as you can see it here, the new Freight Broker Bootcamp job board. So if you want to check this out, you simply go to jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Again, this is a quick demo of this site. It's 100% free. This costs you absolutely nothing, whether you're an employer or as someone looking to get a job. So if you're looking to hire or get hired, it costs you zero. It's absolutely free. So let me give you kind of a quick walkthrough really quick of how this thing works. So you can see here, search freight broker jobs, committed to helping freight brokers and freight agents worldwide. So if you are an employer looking to hire freight brokers, freight agents, freight salespeople, if you're looking to hire people, this is where you would go to post a job. But you need to first, let me just log out of this really quick so I can show you. You need to first create an employer account. Okay. So if you are a broker or someone looking to hire brokers and agents, the first thing you got to do is you got to go and create an employer account. Now, this is where you'll go. It's super easy to set up your account. I already have an account. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to log in really quick and give you a sense as to what that looks like. Okay. So this is my account and I just set up a test account, right? And you can customize this and do whatever you need to do. But if you want to post a job at that point, all you'll do is purchase more job postings and the cost is zero, as you can see here. You click post a job and then you can fill out an entire job post. Now, the cool thing is you can put title, you can put location, you can set it remote, you can do on site, you can fill in the description, you can have your company name, URL, logo, all that stuff, how you want them to apply by email or some sort of a URL you want to direct them to, additional instructions, all that can be done, right? So you can place a job ad absolutely free, 100% free. It costs you nothing to do that. Okay. So then once you post that job ad, what's going to happen is that's going to show up in all of the jobs. These are the latest jobs. Now, these are sample jobs. These are jobs that I created. Okay. So right now there are no live jobs on the jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. There's just sample jobs. So the first one to place that job, you're going to go to the top of the queue there. And so that's, you'll be able to place your job. It'll show up here and it'll also show up when anybody's searching for jobs, right? So when they come in here, if someone comes to the site, they're looking for a job, they're going to search here by, let's say they search by dispatch, just hypothetically, right? All of a sudden that dispatch job is going to come up, right? Let's say, for example, they're searching by agent. Well, of course, that agent job is going to come up, right? So that gives you an example of how people are going to use the site as an employer. And that's how people will use it as they come in and are looking for jobs. So now we already explained what happens if you're an employer. You got to set up a profile and then you got to go post a job and then you got to fill out that job and it'll get posted. Okay. If you are a job seeker, okay, what you're going to do, if you're someone who's looking to get hired, you're going to also have to create your profile. Super simple, right? I don't think I have a profile filled out for this. Let me see. I might. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I don't have an account set up for probably because I haven't had a job in 5 years. So yeah, so what you would do at that point is you would simply sign up, right, as to create your profile, and that will allow you to apply for any of the jobs, right? So you'll be able to apply for the jobs. For example, if I were to click on this and then click apply, of course, this is where it's going to ask you to create your profile or you can log in, right? And at that point, you'll be able to apply for that job. So the other feature that's really cool is you can sign up for job alerts. So for example, if you want to sign up for a job alert because you're looking for specifically for agent jobs, right? You can create an alert. And what's going to happen is every time a job is posted on the board that has that keyword of agent in it, you'll get an email. You'll get notified by email. You can click on the link, go directly to the job, get all the details and apply and do whatever you want to do. So I'm pretty excited about this. I think a lot of people in the community are excited about this whole job board, mainly because it's going to bring, the community together, the people that are students, current, past, and future students that want to hire people, current, past, and future students that want to get hired as agents. And it's going to allow us to all collaborate and help one another and grow. And more than anything else, it's absolutely free. I mean, I don't know if I mentioned that, but it costs you nothing. You can see here where there's a way that I could easily be charging for these job posts. And it's not uncommon when you're trying to hire somebody to charge, $49, $79, $99 just for a job post for 30 days, depending upon where you go. Here at jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com, you pay absolutely zero to post jobs or to apply for jobs. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was really interesting. I'm going to run this as a test for the next 60, 90 days. I put this site together. invested a lot of time, energy, and resources, including money, okay, to put this site together for you guys. If after the next few months, you guys are finding a lot of great value with it, then I'm going to continue it. So if a lot of jobs are being posted and people are applying for jobs and people are using it and the traffic's going up and I'm getting good feedback, then I'm going to continue using it. Okay. I'm going to continue offering it, but it's not free for me. It costs me money to have this service. Okay. So if you guys are finding good value, if you engage with it, if you start using it, then I'm going to keep it for you and I'm going to maintain it and I'm going to make sure it becomes a destination for anybody, looking to hire or get hired as a freight broker or freight agent. So that's the basic announcement that I wanted to share with you guys. I just wanted to give you a sense as to what's going on here. Again, this is just an additional tool for anybody that's looking to hire or get hired. Okay. So if you guys are looking to hire or get hired, you just simply go to jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. I shared with you, if you're an employer, you're going to need to set up an employer profile and register and then post a job. If you just set up an employer profile, you won't have a job posting. You actually have to go in and post a job ad, just like you would at Indeed or ZipRecruiter or Monster or LinkedIn or wherever you go. If you want to post a job for people to see, you've actually got to create a job post. And then other people can start seeing it. And then the other thing is, if you are looking to get hired, you're going to set up a job seeker profile. And from there, you will obviously be able to set up job alerts. You'll be able to apply to jobs that are in the network, whatever they are. And so I hope you guys are excited, because I think that this is going to be an extremely valuable tool. But, time is going to tell. Only time is going to tell how interested you guys are really in leveraging this type of tool. I get questions all the time, every single week, from students. Hey, do you have any brokers that Freight Broker Bootcamp, boat brokers that will hire me as an agent? And then I have questions from brokers and agents that are saying, hey, listen, can we hire some of the new students that have went through the training? So here's your opportunity. Here's your tool. This is the hub that I put together specifically for you. If you meet one of those criteria, you can do it. So yes, you can go in, Michelle, you can go in, be able to post a job ad right now, absolutely free. All you got to do is make sure you set up as an employer. That's absolutely free. And then just click post a job and boom, you can set up a job and it'll show up on the board. Anybody who has, job notifications set up will automatically be notified. Again, this is brand new. There's no jobs on it right now. There are some employers that are, that have already registered, but they haven't placed any jobs yet. I kind of leaked it out a little bit through social media, but yeah. So anybody, when you place a job ad, anybody who's already set up for job alerts is going to get notified. And then people are going to start applying for the job. So I'm pretty excited about it. I hope you guys are too. I'd be more than willing to, maybe answer any questions you guys have. If you have any questions right now, I'd be more than glad to do that. If you guys have any questions about the job board, I'm not going to get into a full Freight Broker Bootcamp live Q&A about, the standard stuff that I do on Mondays, because I'm going to be back Monday doing that. But if it's something specific and related to this job board, or getting hired as an agent through this job board, or hiring brokers or agents through this job board, or something specific related to this, I'll be more than glad to answer it. But I wanted to just give a quick announcement. I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. And I'd love to get your guys' feedback. I mean, tell me, anybody who thinks that they would absolutely use this. Yeah, here, I'll put the link in the, yes, boom. jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Yeah, so there is the link right there. It's jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. If you use that as a link, okay, jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com, that is the link. All right. And that is what will bring you directly to the load board, or not to the load board, to the job board. I'm sorry. And that's where you can go in. You can post a job. You can apply for jobs. You can set up job alerts, whatever you want to do, right? It's all free. Go in, kick the tires. You're not going to mess anything up. You're not going to hurt anything. I I think you'll, I think you guys will enjoy it. Okay. So, Candace, Monday lives are always at noon Eastern. Okay. Monday lives are always noon Eastern. Okay. So I will be live Monday at noon, and we'll do a normal live at that point, but it's always Mondays at noon unless something happens where I'm traveling or some sort of health issue or tech issue or something. But 98% of the time I'm there. Okay. So yeah, any other questions? So you guys got the link now, you know how to get there, jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Any other questions you guys have about anything that we just talked about here today? I'm going to grab a quick drink here. Who here is looking to hire? Is anybody here specifically looking to hire right now and plans on going and posting a job ad like in the next today? Like anybody who's seriously considering hiring right now and wants to post a job ad today? Okay. All right. So who else? Who else is interested in hiring? I mean, I know I've put it out to a bunch of people. Good. Okay. So looking for customer sales reps. Yep. Okay. All right. So place a job ad. It's free. I can't guarantee you that you're going to find your match or you're going to find the perfect candidate right now. But here's what I can tell you. I am going to be any new agents that ask, where can I get hired as a freight agent? Where can I get hired as an independent freight agent or things of that nature? Or where can I get hired as a freight salesperson? I'm going to be directing them directly to this job board. Okay. And between YouTube and Facebook and my email list and customer support through all of the different students that are constantly sending us questions, we get this question all the time. We probably get it every single day. So we're going to start directing people to this load board. And if you have a job ad there, then there's a chance that you could be the benefactor of that, right? They're going to see your job ad. They're going to apply for it. Then you guys can have a conversation and who knows where it goes from there, right? I stay out of that whole part, right? I just created the tool that allowed you, the freight broker, and you, the person who wants to get hired into that business. I created the tool that allows to connect you guys, find each other. It's kind of like a load board, right? Carriers and brokers. This is kind of like a load board in a sense, but it's a job board. And so it's very similar. Brokers and, people that employers and job seekers come together. And this is very specific to freight brokerage, logistics, freight agency, dispatch, freight sales. You're not going to see non-freight broker related jobs posted on here. You're only going to see those types of jobs. Okay. So if you are looking to get hired, this is a perfect place to go because it's very niche. We're not trying to go out there and compete with all these other job boards. We just wanted to put together a tool that would allow the community. Okay. Across other platforms. Tiffany, yeah, you can, if you do a job post here, I'll give you an example. It's a really good question. So if I click on this job post, from here, I can share that on Facebook. I can share it on LinkedIn. I can share it on Twitter. Yeah. So absolutely. You can actually just take this link because this is a unique link for this job post and you can share it anywhere online. You can email it to people. You can share it on social. You can share it wherever you want. Absolutely. So if you set up your job post, right, you become an employer, you set up your job post all free, and you put that job post together. Again, this is just a sample post. And then you want to share it with people. You can share it on social. You can share it through email with this link. You can share it however you want. Absolutely. Yeah. So that's a really good question. I'm glad you asked. So yeah, no question. Yeah, and if you're hiring, you definitely want to do that, right? You definitely want to share it with your email list, with people on social media, let them know that you're hiring and here's where you go to get all the details of the job and where they can apply. So absolutely. Yep, for sure. All right. So Gravity Logistics is hiring freight broker agents. Well, you know who you need to tell? Here's who you need to tell, Sava. You need to put a job ad up. Put a job ad up. Okay. That's the best place. So put a job ad up on jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. And I'm sure that there's going to be some people that will apply for that if you're serious about hiring agents. Okay. Depending upon what your qualifications requirements are. All right. So super easy to get set up as an employer, super easy to get set up as a job seeker. Red Johnson has a question. Am I allowed to work under more than one broker? Red, that's really up to you. I don't recommend it. It creates a lot of confusion with customers and with carriers. So I don't recommend it. But you, depending upon the brokerage you work with, you may be able to do that. My old brokerage, Logistic Dynamics, our agents were exclusive for any of the services that we offered. If it wasn't anything that we offered, then they could work with other parties. But we offered full truckload partials, LTL, right? Intermodal. We offered the ability to move most types of freight that brokers move. But you could potentially do that, but that would be up to you and the broker that you're talking to. But I don't really recommend it because I think it creates a lot of confusions with customers who they're going to be getting billed by. I think it creates a lot of confusion with carriers on who they're going to be billing. So there's pros and cons there, but I wouldn't recommend it. Try to find a broker that really can focus in and help you on your niche and stick with them. That's what I would do. Yeah, you won't be able to open the link. You're gonna have to type it in. It probably won't allow you to open the link. You'll have to type it in. jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Just type that into the URL where you're like, if you were going anywhere, you'd go up to the URL, right? You'd go up to the place where the URL right here. This, for example, just go here, go jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Boom. There it is. Okay. That's all you got to do. So open a browser window, type in jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Don't go to Google and search for that. I need you to go, because it's a brand new site. So Google doesn't even know it exists yet. I need you to go up into the URL bar and actually type it right here. Okay. And then hit return and boom, the site will come up for you. Okay. All right. What else we got? Any other questions? All right. Cersei has, I need freight agents to help me find shippers. Yeah. So does everybody else. I'm just being funny, but yeah, that's why you can go over here to the job board and you can actually put a job ad. Let them know, what is your agency program all about? What is your commission rates? What value can you offer them? Where can they contact you? How should they apply? Right? That's what this job board is for, right? It gives all the details in the form of a job post. Okay. You can see everything about that job in the job post, right? You're going to have all the details here, and then they can simply apply and boom, they apply, and then you get an application. You can set up a time for an interview. You can ask them questions through email, whatever you want to do. But ultimately, that's how job boards work. You place a job ad, people apply. You will get notified of the people that do apply. You'll get all the details and documentation. And then at that point, you guys can connect and hopefully make a match, and you guys can hire somebody or get hired depending upon which end you're on. So, so Islam, if you're looking for experienced brokers, you can let that be known in your job ad. Now, of course, you're going to get less candidates. If you require experienced brokers or you require a customer base, then you can absolutely put that in the job ad for sure. You can set whatever requirements you need that are specific to your job. Okay. So yeah, you absolutely can do about that. Yep. Yeah. So as a broker, you are an employer, you're a business, you can hire people. You have the ability to hire people, Tiffany. So yeah. Once you hiring your first employee, it's kind of interesting, kind of fun. It's a learning experience. But yeah, I think this is going to be a great tool for you guys to find and connect and hire and get hired, with good quality talent, because I'm going to be pushing everybody who graduates from freightbrokerbootcamp.com, everybody who takes the course, right? Whether they take boot camp, whether they take my no cold calling course, whether they take my Freight Broker Sales Accelerator, whenever they're in need of hiring or getting hired, I'm going to push them to this job board. Now they can go anywhere else they want, but this is the job board I'm going to be pushing them to, because this is the tool that I invested in and put together for the community. Okay. For you guys, I make zero money off this. There's no profit in this for me. Okay. The only thing it does is help serve the community. So there's no price tag, there's no cost of admission, there's no nothing. All right. It's 100% free for any of you. For me, it costs me a fair amount of money just to license the software. I have to pay support staff. I've got to do all that jazz. I got to spend time promoting it and blah, 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 blah. But ultimately, yeah, this is 100% free for you. It's a tool that you guys should absolutely be leveraging. As a matter of fact, as far as I know, it's the only freight broker, freight agent specific job board online today. Now I could be wrong, but I did some searching and I couldn't find any. Now there are other job boards that have freight broker and freight agent job ads in it, but this is the only one that I found specifically that is a job board dedicated to freight brokers and freight agents. Okay. So I hope you guys leverage it. I hope you guys use it. Let's see. Can you give a brief description of what an intermodal broker experiences in the job? Intermodal means a lot. I mean, you're talking about intermodal rail, you're talking about intermodal air, you're talking about intermodal ocean. What kind of intermodal are you talking about? That's way too deep of a question. For this isn't really the space for that. If you don't know what an intermodal broker does, then you probably shouldn't be hiring for an intermodal broker. Sorry, but I got to be honest, right? That's kind of like you being a real estate agent and trying to hire other real estate agents under you without you knowing how to sell a house. It's the same deal, right? Same sort of deal. So there's a lot of different forms of intermodal is what I'm trying to say. And if you don't have experience with moving that type of freight and you haven't done the research or you haven't done it yourself, you probably got a little bit of work to do. Oh, cool. Good. So you didn't find one either. Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah. I have not seen any other job boards dedicated to freight brokers and freight agents. So I want this to become the destination for anybody that wants to hire or get hired in the freight broker space. And it's 100% free. So, will I have benefit from people being on the on the website and having the Freight Broker Bootcamp name out there? Yes. But the cost, there's no direct cost to any of you for using the service. So, all right. So listen, I don't want to get too long-winded. We've already been on here for, I don't even know how long, quite a while. We've been on here for 27 minutes. So this is more than enough. You guys should have a good amount of information. If you guys are curious about hiring or getting hired, how you can use this free tool, go to jobs.freightbrokerbootcamp.com. Just type it into your browser window. Boom, it'll pull up. It's absolutely free. If you're an employer, you're going to have to register as an employer. Takes literally 15 seconds to register. If you're looking to get hired, you're going to have to register as a job seeker. But most importantly, if you're an employer and you're looking to post a job after you actually enroll, you create your employer account, you've got to go in and post the job. Okay. So you got to go in here and log in as your employer account, and you got to go in and post a job. So we'll click post a job, and then you need to fill out this job post. Okay. Job title, description, all that, full-time, part-time, company name, URL. This is all standard stuff. Now, for those of you that haven't hired, this is very common. If you've never placed a job ad, all that's going to happen is when people apply, they're going to read your job post, just like all these job posts right here. For example, they're going to read the job post, and then at that point, they're going to either click away or they're going to apply. If they apply, you're going to get all the information that you require for them to apply. And then you've made a match. And at that point, you're going to communicate with them, set up an interview, maybe a Zoom interview or Skype interview or just a phone interview or maybe a face-to-face interview. Who knows? And then at that point, you're going to make a decision as to whether you want to hire them or not. If you are a job seeker, you're going to create a profile, and then you're going to be able to apply for jobs. The other cool feature I don't want you guys to sleep on is this job alerts. You can put your email address in and any keyword. If you want to put a specific destination in, right? Like if I only want jobs in Buffalo, New York, I create an alert for freight. I can create an alert for agents, right? Agents with keyword agents in Buffalo, New York, and create that alert. And I'm only going to get notified of jobs specific to that. So you might want to go a little bit broader. You might not want to put a city in there. You might want to just use a keyword. But yeah, that job alerts feature anytime a new employer places a job, you are going to get immediately notified via email. And at that point, yeah, I think you will, let me see. No. All right. So you can tell people are already placing job ads right now, I think. So let's see. Nope, not yet. I think we just had some new employers that just jumped on, but yeah, so that's it, guys. Make sure you check it out. You're probably going to be hearing more and more about this. I got to get the word out. If you do place a job ad, share it on social, share it on your email list. If you guys know other people that are interested in hiring or getting hired, share the link with them. That would be fantastic. I want you guys to have an amazing weekend. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, question. No FMCSA app. I selected. I didn't have to hire within 12 months. Do I need to change that? No, you don't, Tiffany. No, that's you don't have to do that with your FMCSA app. No, that doesn't matter. That's just a survey question. It does not. It means absolutely nothing. Okay, so yeah, you don't need to wait based on filling out your FMCSA app or getting your brokerage authority or anything. You can hire at any point that you want, as long as you're doing it legally, which is, you're not discriminating with people and you're, whatever the case may be. So whatever the hiring rules are within your state. Okay. So that's it, guys. All right. Looks like somebody said they did post a job ad. Those are probably, when those job ads come in, we'll probably have to approve them, and we'll approve them really quick so they'd show up on the board. But Tiffany, Sarah, Michelle, Tina, Islam, Max, Sava, Michelle, Red, Cersei, James, everybody who joined me live here, thank you so much. If you're catching this on replay, love to hear your comments as well. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome weekend. And I'll be back on Monday with the main Freight Broker Bootcamp Live. Don't miss that one, because that's going to be totally different. We're not going to be talking about the job boards. We're going to be talking about something totally different, and you definitely do not want to miss that. So have an awesome weekend. Place your job ad. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.